Episode 24, week 24 usage. As usual, the setups at home is in the description below, and we'll move straight on to the mileage. This week, the car mileage is up to 4,174 miles, which is 41 miles for the week and 2,313 miles since the start of the 2020 logs. The generation meter is now reading 30,939 kilowatt hours, which is 96 kilowatt hours for the week and 1,950 kilowatt hours since the start of the 2020 logs. The Eddi is at the same point as it was last week, so it's 8.43 kilowatt hours for the month and 148 kilowatt hours for the year so far. The import meter is reading 8,376 kilowatt hours, which is 71 kilowatt hours drawn for the week and 5,785 kilowatt hours since the start of 2020. Moving on to the Tesla Powerwall data, it says we have a home usage of 153 kilowatt hours. We've had 96.1 kilowatt hours of solar for the week. We've had 64.8 kilowatt hours from the Powerwall and 69.5 kilowatt hours pulled from the grid, and 1.8 kilowatt hours has gone back to the grid. The daily usage for Monday the 8th of June, we pulled 12.2 kilowatt hours from the grid with 0.2 going back. We got 8.2 kilowatt hours from the Powerwall. We had a solar contribution of 14.3 kilowatt hours and 22 kilowatt hours of home usage. The Powerwall and the hot water was charged first thing in the morning, then we were self-powered after that. On Tuesday the 9th of June, we had 11.8 kilowatt hours drawn from the grid with 0.6 going back. We got 7.5 kilowatt hours from the Powerwall. We had a solar contribution of 13.3 kilowatt hours, and the home usage was 22.2 kilowatt hours. And the pattern of usage was very similar to yesterday, where we had Powerwall and water charging first thing in the morning on the cheaper rates, and then we were self-powered after that. On Wednesday the 10th of June, we drew 0.2 kilowatt hours from the grid with 0.2 going back. We had 10.7 kilowatt hours drawn from the Powerwall, and we had a solar contribution of 10.5 kilowatt hours and home usage of 16.1 kilowatt hours. And instead of charging the hot water from the Powerwall, we actually charged the hot water straight from the battery, and we managed to be self-powered for the rest of the day. On Thursday the 11th of June, we pulled 14.9 kilowatt hours from the grid with 0.2 going back. We got 11.3 kilowatt hours from the Powerwall. We got 11.3 kilowatt hours from the solar contribution, and we had a home usage of 23.9 kilowatt hours. And again, we charged the Powerwall up from the grid as well as the hot water first thing in the morning, and then we were self-powered after that. On Friday the 12th of June, we pulled 16.1 kilowatt hours from the grid with 0.2 going back. We had a draw from the Powerwall of 12.3 kilowatt hours. We had a solar contribution of 9.7 kilowatt hours and a total home usage of 28.1 kilowatt hours. And we charged the Powerwall, heated the hot water, and added power to the car first thing in the morning on the cheap Agile Tariff rates, and then we were self-powered for the rest of the day. On Saturday the 13th of June, we pulled 10.6 kilowatt hours from the grid with 0.3 going back. We got 4.9 kilowatt hours from the Powerwall. We had the best solar contribution of the week of 20.5 kilowatt hours, and we had a home usage of 20.8 kilowatt hours. We ran out of Powerwall first thing in the morning, so we heated the hot water directly from the grid, and the forecast was good, so we allowed the Powerwall to trickle charge direct from the solar, and we gave it a little top up just before the peak times on the Octopus Agile rate, just to make sure we had enough to get through the night. And finally, Sunday the 14th of June we pulled 3.8 kilowatt hours from the grid with 0.2 going back. We got 10 kilowatt hours from the Powerwall, and we had a solar contribution of 16.4 kilowatt hours and a home usage of 20.7 kilowatt hours. And because of the good day the day before, we charged the water directly from the Powerwall, but we were running a little bit low towards the end of the day, so we just gave it another top up in the cheat rate just before the peak rates on Octopus Agile. We used 6.65 kilowatt hours of gas for the week with a cost of £1.42, including the daily charge and VAT, which is giving us a total cost for gas since the start of the 2020 logs of £32.22. There's going to be a delay to the cost videos because of an issue with the Octopus Agile billing. I've just got to wait on a little bit longer for that, but thanks for watching. If you've got any comments, please add it to the description below.